Richard Rouse.
Greenberg, the new film from the Squid and the Whale director Noah Baumbach, is the kind of navel-gazer where upper middle-class people spend a great deal of time wondering what they're going to do with their lives. The movie sees Ben Stiller in master thespian mode, playing the title role, a character so disagreeable he makes Larry David seem like Tinkerbell. In this story of a yuppie angst, Roger Greenberg, that's Ben Stiller, is fresh out of treatment for depression. Determined to, quote, try and do nothing for a while, he takes on the easiest job he can find, which is house-sitting for his brother while his sibling is on business in Vietnam. It should be 6 easy, breezy weeks, but nothing in this guy's life is easy breezy. Between a sick dog, an alienated best friend, and his brother's assistant Florence, played by mumblecore queen Greta Gerwig, he is reduced to a pile of neurosis. Fighting off happiness wherever it may appear in his miserable life, he alternately seduces and rejects Florence, playing her like a yo-yo. Now, Greenberg benefits from Baumbach's ear for dialogue and his insight into the human condition. It's just too bad he wasted his talents on these two characters. Placing lines like "youth is wasted on the young, life is wasted on people" in Roger's mouth is clever and almost makes you like Roger, but Stiller plays him as such a self-pitying sad sack, so socially awkward to the extreme, and with an anger management problem to boot, it's impossible to get on side with him. Stiller's best work has been characterized by really kind of unpleasant characters, but in his comedies, the angry edges are smoothed out by an underlying sweetness that he brings to the roles. Greenberg, the film, and the character are much more grown-up than Stiller usually plays, but that maturity has brought with it a kind of unpleasant edge. In Florence, Greta Gerwig has found an aimless character that seems to have stepped out of one of the low-budget mumblecore films that she's best known for. She's a doormat with enough self-awareness to realize that she has to, quote, stop doing things just because they feel good, but seems unable to find the inner strength to improve her life or her choice of men. Gerwig, in an extremely natural and unself-conscious performance, however, plays her with no small amount of charm. The way she strokes the dog with her foot as they wait to see the vet is touching, it's subtle, and it's very real. It's as un-Hollywood a performance as that we're ever really likely to see in a Ben Stiller movie. The most convincing relationship in the film occurs between Greenberg and Ivan, played by Riz Ifans, his old friend and former bandmate. Their scenes overflow with the well-worn familiarity of two old friends who have grown apart. Now, the trailer for Greenberg makes it seem much more like a Ben Stiller comedy than it actually is. While it's well-made and intermittently amusing, it is much more a rambling character study of the kind of people you would normally spend your time trying to avoid.
Richard Rouse.